In today's lesson, we're going to learn all about how to stop a cancellation. We worked really hard on creating scripts that will help you empower your team and you to stop somebody from canceling. I'm a firm believer that when you're reading a script, you can often make a judgment. I'm going to encourage you to instead read the scripts out loud once, take a minute, digest it, and then read it aloud again in your tone of voice. Tone of voice makes a huge difference in scripts. Oftentimes, people will say that our scripts can sound a little salesy. And you're right, because especially when reading them, you will see that what you want to see is them saving a sale or going ahead and saving a cancellation. To us, it's incredibly important that your tone of voice be spot on. You want to have a kind, empathetic tone of voice where you're really the guide and the hero to them being able to save time, effort, and energy by staying with you. Another thing to get good at is quoting over the phone. Now, for many agencies, they feel like this is just too much of a struggle where the client doesn't want to stay on the phone. However, the reality is, as we've seen through numerous services such as Rocket Referrals, that when people leave bad comments on your NPS score or on Google, or clients even call into management frustrated, it's often due to lack of communication. When someone calls in frustrated with rate, the best thing we can do is solve it on that phone call. Now, this takes us getting really good at the small talk and also making sure in personal lines that we have a rater that we are using. For many personal lines clients, they'll already be in the rater. You can simply punch the information in and work with them on the phone. The goal is to not necessarily get them into the cheapest rate. The goal is to get them into something that makes the most sense. And you can and should do that on the phone as often as possible. Now, I will say it's not something you can do every single time, but it is something we should be able to do about 80% of the time, and that's worth it. So take a look reviewing our scripts and get your head around a plan to try to reshop people over the phone. It's not a bad idea to do a workshop internally and just practice quoting over the phone with role playing. You may be surprised how little time it takes, and it's one less thing sitting on your desk that you have to try to get to in a very busy environment. And I say busy because if you guys have been following us, you know my absolute apprehension towards that word. You can check out that blog another time. Read these scripts and put them into place in your office. You'll see an instant boost in the reduction of cancellations and give your team empowerment tools that they can practice to get better and better.